Chapter 63 The Preparatory Team. After hearing the words Sun Moon Imperial Soul Engineering Academy, Shu Sanchi blurted out, Elder Sun, are you saying that you'll let us participate in the Continental Advanced Academy Soul Dueling Tournament? Elder Sun nodded. Will you be able to win even if I let you go? The age limit for the Continental Advanced Academy Soul Dueling Tournament is 20 years. You have the qualifications to participate this time, but today's qualification match was used to select the Preparatory Team. Our Preparatory Team has always been chosen before the Shrek 7 monsters go out to compete in the main competition. Right. The main requirement for the qualification match held today was that participants needed to be under 15. They finally understood why this was the case now. The age requirement was there to ensure that they wouldn't turn 20 in 5 years, allowing them to participate in the next Continental Advanced Academy Soul Dueling Tournament. Elder Sun said, I've chosen you lot for 2 reasons. Firstly, to be the Preparatory Team, and secondly, to be the main team substitutes. Realistically, there's an extremely minuscule chance of you actually going out to fight, but as substitutes, you will have the qualifications to watch the matches from the front row. This will be an extremely precious experience for you. However, this qualification match doesn't decide everything. You will be examined continuously over the next 5 years and will only be allowed to represent the school if you're strong enough. In the meantime, you'll have to go through many tests. Thus, if you want to truly represent the school, you have to first ensure that you can enter the inner courtyard. Although Elder Sun had given them many restrictions, the 7 of them were still overjoyed. Representing Shrek Academy to go out and fight as the new generation of Shrek 7 monsters was undoubtedly the highest honor they could obtain in the academy. Before today, none of them would have expected that this seemingly simple qualification match would be the deciding factor for such an important event. Elder Sun said, the fact that you lot of the Preparatory Team is a secret within the academy, hence you're not allowed to reveal it to anyone or else you'll be stripped of your privileges. From now on, you'll train with me once a week. We're still 1 month away from the Continental Advanced Academy Soul Dueling Tournament, so in the meantime, I'll bring you along to train with the current 7 monsters. I hope that you'll seize this precious opportunity to strengthen yourselves as much as possible. Okay, all of you can go now. Who are you, Al? Wang Dong? You two stay behind for a minute. Yes. Who are you, Al? And Wang Dong had excited looks in their eyes. After all, it was public knowledge that among these 7 students, the ones who were most unconforming with the requirements needed to become a member of the 7 monsters were the 2 of them and Xiaxia due to their young age. Even 5 years later they would only be 17 years old. At the very most, they would have just entered the inner courtyard. Under the age of 20, a difference of 3 years in cultivation was an enormous gap. However, Elder Sun had already decided to temporarily allow them to enter the Preparatory Team. This meant that, at least for the time being, their position in the team was relatively stable and they could even receive personal pointers from Elder Sun. From the terrifying amount of strength that he had released in midair, how could they not see how powerful this seemingly sloppy teacher was? After Bei, Shu Sanchi, and the rest left, Elder Sun waved towards Hua Yuao and Wang Dong, who quickly ran up to him. Your performance today has stunned me. If I had to choose the most outstanding participants in today's match, I wouldn't choose Bei, Shu Sanchi, Dang Nanan, or Hiketu but the 2 of you. Your fusion skill is miraculous, but it has a large drawback to it. Its extreme strength is limited by its glaring flaw, the fact that it can only attack in a straight line. If your opponents are able to dodge it in time, you'll have wasted an enormous amount of soul power for nothing. Because of that, however, you managed to give me an even bigger surprise. I care not about the strength of your skill, but rather, about the perfect timing you displayed. Tell me, was the fact that they were lined up together all due to luck or was it because everything was within your control? If it was in your control, how did you successfully coordinate it with your other teammates? Hua Yuao wanted to be modest, but Wang Dong spoke out. Elder Sun, he's the one who planned and controlled everything during the battle. Ask him. Wang Dong sold Hua Yuao out in a seemingly unloyal manner. Elder Sun lifted the disheveled hair in front of his forehead and revealed a pair of pitch black eyes that were completely inconsistent with his age. Tell me, Hua Yuao? Hua Yuao was somewhat bashful. It's nothing really, Elder Sun. You'll understand everything once I let you try it out. With that, he released his spiritual detection sharing and expanded its range out to the maximum limit. Elder Sun was slightly stunned when he initially received the spiritual undulations that Hua Yuao had transmitted to him and instinctively resisted them, causing a large burst of spiritual force to block Hua Yuao's skill. However, he quickly realized what Hua Yuao was trying to do, and hence hurriedly controlled the spiritual power he'd instinctively released. It was only then that was he able to truly sense Hua Yuao's spiritual detection. Though Elder Sun was already aware that Hua Yuao was a spiritual type soul master, he also knew that his first soul ring was only a 10-year one. Because of this, he'd never paid much attention to him. It was only when Hua Yuao obtained an ultimate martial soul that he started to pay attention to him. One of the most important reasons why the second-year core disciples had been allowed to participate in today's qualification match was because of Hua Yuao, who possessed an ultimate martial soul. A soul master who possessed an ultimate martial soul couldn't be viewed on the same level as an ordinary soul master. After all, the martial soul department and the soul tool department had even caused a ruckus during the conference held within the Sea Gods Pavilion for his sake. From that moment onwards, it was practically guaranteed that Hua Yuao would have a place among the new generation of Shrek 7 monsters. He just didn't know it yet. As an elder of the martial soul department, Elder Sun naturally wouldn't have an absolute trust in Hua Yuao solely based on the conference held within the Sea Gods Pavilion. This qualification match was a way for him to judge what level of strength the latter had reached with his current cultivation. In reality, Elder Sun had never expected that he would be able to see Hua Yuao distinguish himself in this qualification match. After all, he could make this qualification match redundant with just one word. However, Hua Yuao and Wang Dong had given him an enormous surprise. When he personally experienced the vast area that the former's spiritual detection enveloped, he was stunned. A mere second-year student from the outer courtyard had managed to stun him. When he looked back at Hua Yuao, Elder Sun's gaze completely changed. His originally apathetic gaze had become fiery and passionate, while his previously sentimental gaze was now full of astonishment. He muttered, "An inborn soul commander. Is this the skill of a 10-year soul ring? No, this is impossible. Absolutely impossible." Elder Sun looked at Hua Yuao agitatedly, then raised his left hand. When he did so, Hua Yuao felt a burst of soul power into his body, which caused the 2 white soul rings hovering beneath his body to become even more eye-catching. Whenever he used his spirit eyes, the color of Hua Yuao's soul rings was always white. As Elder Sun's soul power entered his body, his imitation skill dissipated, which caused his second soul ring to reveal its original purple color. However, his first soul ring was still as white as jade. Tell me, what are your 2 soul skills? Elder Sun asked impatiently. Hua Yuao told him the truth. The first soul ring of my spirit eyes has the spiritual detection sharing skill, while the second one has the imitation skill. Elder Sun continued in a grave tone. If I'm not mistaken, you used the spiritual shock skill during the freshman assessment. How did you obtain that skill? Hua Yuao was startled. After all, he couldn't tell Elder Sun his secret. Luckily, he had already thought of a way to explain it. Elder Sun, I'm a disciple of the Tang Sect. Therefore, I practice the Tang Sect's purple demon eyes technique, and when I combine it with my spirit eyes, I can use the spiritual shock skill. After listening to his words, Elder Sun's expression was even more bewildered. Is this even possible? The skill of a mere 10-year soul ring was able to reach this degree. Just how? So soul skills can have mutations too. Even after racking his brain, he was still at a loss. He was firmly convinced that Hua Yuao couldn't hide the color of his soul rings under the probing of his soul power, and even if he would have banged his head against the wall, he still wouldn't think of the possibility that Hua Yuao possessed a million-year soul ring. After all, how could he know that its white color was also the same as that of a 10-year soul ring? After pondering over it for a while, he still wasn't able to find the answer. Thus, he said, "Fine, you can go too." Originally, even if they were to win, second-year students like you wouldn't be allowed to join the competition as reserves. However, your performance was just too incredible. Remember, whether or not you can keep this position in the coming 5 years will depend on your efforts. There are many core disciples eyeing this position, which means that the moment I see that you can't keep up with the competition, you'll be switched out immediately. Are we clear? Yes. Hua Yuao and Wang Dong bowed respectfully to Elder Sun following, which they turned around and left. As he gazed at their disappearing silhouettes, a faint smile appeared on his face, which was full of vicissitudes. So what if they're only second-year students? 2 twin martial souls, an ultimate martial soul, and a fusion skill. 5 years, huh? Who dares to claim that I can't forge them into a team that will be unmatched among their peers? I hope you'll bring me even more surprises. After leaving the soul dueling area, Hua Yuao and Wang Dong discovered that Bei, Hiketu, Shu Sanchi, Dang Nanan, and Xiaxia were all still waiting for them outside. Senior brothers. You haven't left yet. Hua Yuao dragged Wang Dong along as hurried to greet them. We were waiting for you too. We wanted to thank you. Bei Bei said with a faint smile. Thank us. Who are you? Al asked, astonished. Bei Bei nodded and replied, in that chaotic battle just now, strength alone wasn't enough to obtain victory. After all, we had 4 rings. Sooner or later, we would have received a joint attack from the other students. It's all thanks to the 2 of you that we were able to win so easily. Your spiritual detection and fusion skill with Wang Dong proved to be a crucial role in our victory. Senior brother, aren't we a family? Who are you? Al said shyly. Without you, we wouldn't have been able to pass the test either. That's enough. Shu Sanchi interjected, you 2 brothers should stop flattering each other. Little Yuao, we stayed behind for another reason too. Since we have been selected as Shrek's 7 monster substitutes, we should give our all. None of us is allowed to fall behind. Only then will we be able to represent the Academy at the Continental Advanced Academy Soul Dueling Tournament 5 years from now. While speaking, he secretly shot a glance at the nearby Jiang Nanan. Right now, she was hanging her head and looking at her feet. Shu Sanchi was very happy to have passed the test with Jiang Nanan. Now, he had found the best excuse to be with her. Little Yuao, Wang Dong, we discussed another thing while you were away. Since we're going to be the new generation of Shrek's 7 monsters, we should decide on an order, like the first generation did. How old are you? Who are Yuao and Wang Dong told them their ages in years and months. They then ranked themselves according to age. Bei Bei was the oldest. He K2, Shu Sanchi, and Jiang Nanan and him all had a month's difference between each other, just like Who are Yuao, Wang Dong, and Xia Xiao. After Bei Bei, there was K2. After that was Shu Sanchi, Jiang Nanan, Xia Xiao, Who are Yuao, and finally Wang Dong, who was the youngest. Shu Sanchi spoke with a smile. Previously, we used to refer to each other as upperclassmen, but in the future, we can just refer to each other as brothers and sisters. Wahahaha. I'm ranked 3rd, just like ancestor Tang San was back then. Having the same rank doesn't mean having the same ability. Bei Bei said ill-humoredly. It's not a problem to call each other brothers. However, if you become part of our Tang sect, you'll have to follow in his footsteps. Didn't I already tell you my conditions for joining your sect? Shu Sanchi said with a smile. As he spoke, he looked at Jiang Nanan and puckered his lips. At this time, unexpectedly, Pikachu laughed foolishly and said, Bei Bei. I mean senior brother, can I also join your Tang sect? Bei Bei was dumbfounded when he heard that but quickly regained his composure. Naturally, he was overjoyed. After all, K2 was already a class 4 soul engineer as well as Fan Yu's inheriting disciple. In the soul tool department, his status was high compared to that of Bei Bei's and Shu Sanchi's in the martial soul department. He was someone that would surely enter the inner courtyard of the soul tool department. K2, can I ask why you want to join our Tang sect? Although he was very happy, Bei Bei still wanted to make things clear. Yuao used many concepts related to the hidden weapons of the Tang sect when creating his soul tools. He K2 said with a smile, I was also thinking of studying them. Even if I'm a soul engineer, I'm not restricted from entering any sect. Moreover, what you said earlier was right. If I joined the Tang sect, calling you senior brother would be more fitting. Under these circumstances, how could Bei Bei refuse? He immediately agreed. Except for Shu Sanchi and Jiang Nanan, the rest of the substitutes for Shrek's 7 monsters substitutes were now all disciples of the Tang sect. Thanks so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Also leave a comment down below with suggestions on what novels to read.